Okay, there we go. So we just saw sistas. Quick little recap. Quick little recap. Did I hold on? Let me. Oops. Okay. Um, Real quick. Danny is still angry at everybody. I'm not sure what she's doing with Zach. I am not sure what she is doing with Zach. I'm so confused with Danny and her behavior and what she's doing behind it. We kind of put Andi on the back burner a little bit, and we focused a lot on Karen this episode. Karen did what I kind of wanted her to do, where she knew what she wanted in the guy that she thought she wanted and figured out, this man's a preacher this whole time. Not saying anything wrong with the preacher, but before the preacher came to the door, she was saying, should I come to the door with lingerie on? Okay. So, I don't know. She's treating Zach like crap because Zach is staying with Danny, which is one of her friends. Allegedly. They're kind of arguing. Sabrina is going through the whole thing with the red panty gate. Her guy that she is talking to, they finally get it in. Everything is going very smooth. Okay, they are doing it, whatever. Then all of a sudden, he kind of looks up under her skirt. And I mean by that, not necessarily the skirt, her slipper showing under her bed. And he finds her toys. Nori said, I'm so lost with happening. Okay, well, let me, before I get to Andy, let's go ahead and break down the other stuff real quick, then we'll get to Andy. So, anyway, he finds her toys under the bed. Calvin does. And I knew from the last couple of episodes, 2020 man is what I feel like Calvin's really showing us to be. A man that's straight, but yet at the same time likes other stuff. That's the only way I can say it. So, like I said, he finds the toys, pulls the toys out, right? She's like, "Oh, I'm embarrassed. You found my whatever." He's like, "Let's have fun with this." Now, hey, nerd baby. In the beginning, when he said, "Let's have fun with this," I was assuming that he meant, "I'll get your toy, play it with your body parts, whatever, whatever." I was hoping that, but in the back of my mind, I knew, no, no, it's not gonna happen. He pulls this pink toy from under her bed, and you can imagine what a pink toy is if you're not necessarily with the show. The pink toy. When he takes the pink toy and guides it to his, I don't even know how to say this, his butt. He guides it over to his butt. Okay, straight up and down. He guides it over to his butt and puts it in and gets excited. And she's like, uh, imagine being a woman laying in the bed and your man is laying there with your toy in his, you know what, and he's completely like, oh, leaving the, I'm not sure if you're leaving it with her. I don't, look, it was a lot going on at the time. So anyway, I don't know what to say about that. I can't. Okay, this is what I want to say about that. Let me stop lying. What I want to say about that is this: it looks crazy. I guess depending on what you like, but I'm going to say this: he should have been more for. He should have been more I feel like should have told her what he liked. And same with her. But that was crazy. I'm sorry, that whole scene, I just don't know what to do about that. Right? So we get off of them real quick. We go back to Danny, who is angry and wants to make everybody pay for talking about her behind her back. I think she's going too far. Oh, okay. No, you're good. I think that Danny is going too far with this, wanting everybody to think that she actually slept with Zach. But at the same time, I think that she maybe thinks that Zach and Karen belong together. And I'm starting to wonder if that's true. That Karen and Zach belong together. Tyler Perry's got me going through changes in this episode, which is too much stuff is happening. Um, okay, back to Karen. I think the reason why they made him to be a preacher so that Karen could be like, not my type. That's how I feel about the writing. Zach runs there to tell her how he feels and everything at the beauty shop, but of course she dogged him out. To get out! I don't want to hear it. Go! That's Karen. Zach is like, man. Zach comes to Danny at the airport and says, if I had been high, I wouldn't have slept with you. I didn't like that for some reason. It's like, why are we putting Danny into a position where the only way she will get some is if someone is high, intoxicated? I didn't like that. I really didn't. Right? So Danny is, because he's about to move out. He's like, he feels funny, he feels wrong, but move out. There's too much is happening. Karen is lost, trying to get herself to the preacher, and didn't know he's a preacher. Um, I think she realizes she treats Zach pretty bad, especially with the pre-scenes coming up very soon. Let's get to Andi real quick. Andi, Andi, Andi. Oh my God. I don't know what to say about Andi because too much is happening. Detective has a picture, right? And the picture the detective have is of Andi and him, but it's also Andi. She's a Gary's trip. Also, it's not Andi. It's Gary and some other woman. And it's very funny that I'm so happy that all the girls are getting together to be there for Andi because Andi was like going through all this stuff and like all the girls, you got Sabrina calling what's going on with Andi. Karen's calling what's going on with Andi. She calls Karen. I'm sorry. Sabrina calls Danny like, look, we need to go over to Andy's house. I don't know what's going on. So they all rush over, right? They all get over there to this is going on with Andi, and Andi has some tea to spill. Excuse me. Andi has some tea to spill about the pictures. Now, excuse me, I'm so sorry, y'all. Excuse me. People, I already kind of thought, I'm serious. I kind of already thought that with the pictures that he was seeing somebody else. Now, why am I seeing so much? Excuse me. Excuse me. My God. The part that I was not expecting was when she said, okay, that's his wife, and this is Danny talking. She said, that's his wife that you saw that hired you, but this is not the woman that I met. I want to tell y'all something. It's really funny that when Danny was at the airport, oh my, oh my God, excuse me. Thank you. Okay, this is the part that I'm confused about, Nori. This is the part that I'm confused about. When Danny was at the airport and she said, I see him with his wife. She had her head down. I noticed that she had her hair down. And I was like, something about that doesn't seem right. Like, why she had her hair down? They were showing us her, but she had her head down, like to hide her face from us. Same with the wife, which came into the came in to hire Andy. It makes me wonder because when Andy said in the preview, Andy said, did he hire the detective? Did he hire? I'm sorry, sent the wife over? Because I kind of wondered it too. Did he send the wife over to Andy in order to control his divorce, so that he can get all his money, divorce her, and still have his side chick, which is Andy? No offense, Andy. You know I love you, KJ. I'm just saying, is that what really is going on? I don't know what you guys think, but when she said that, I really always felt the way. I felt the way and felt like that this whole entire time, this whole entire time. Hold on. Beauty is your best friend. When Danny saw them at the airport, he was hold on. When Danny saw him at the airport, he was with another woman. I said that because she said she's light skinned. His wife. I've been saying that. All right. Welcome to the chat. Beauty is your best friend. Like I said before, when I first saw the airport scene with Danny, I don't know, it just seemed like, and I noticed the skin tone as well. I felt like something is not right because she keeps her head down, but when we see the wife at the office, we see her face. Now you see in the preview, the wife is saying, "Sit down." Now, if this is her detective and she has the pictures, it's very obvious. It is very obvious that either Gary or the wife set this up because it's too close that Danny saw her. It's too close that Andy, look, for real, Desmond, she said homeboy had me all the way out. Look, watch it, rewatch it, Nori, because to me I feel like, Tyler Perry, he drops little tidbits. And I feel like that Tyler Perry was dropping some hints that a lot of us weren't paying attention to. I'm being serious. I do feel like that the wife, because somebody hit me up behind the scenes, like, I think the wife knows. I don't think the wife knows. I think that the wife set this all up. Me, myself, because women to me usually are the boss, the G behind the scene. I think the wife knew a lot of stuff was going on. And she set Andy up. Beauty of your best friend said, I'm wondering if Andy could end up being pregnant. I don't think that Andy will end up being pregnant. To me, if anybody end up being pregnant, it would be Karen. Because at first, I thought that the way Tyler Perry was writing the show, he was writing it for that Karen and Zach to be broken up, like, for good. But in reality, Tyler Perry is writing this show to be this big comeback for Karen and Zach to be together. Oh, I'm talking about the gay dude. I already knew Homo was flighty and it's a blackmail attempt. Okay, I'm gonna say this about Calvin. Calvin is the red. We're gonna call him the red panties. Let me get some hashtag red panties in the chat. Let me get some hashtag sistas on BET. Now, Calvin, I will say this. I always felt suspect, but the way they was writing it, they was like, hey, don't say that, we're judging him because he's raised by two guys. But like I said, I feel like that Calvin is the man. Look, women, y'all might not want to hear this, but Calvin is kind of the man of 2020, where he's because if I ain't mistaken, he was up inside of Sabrina. Didn't have the toy in the back. Like he's getting the best of both worlds. The best of both. But there's a moment to say, what'd you say? The red draws fit better. Fit better. Let me get the hashtag red draws. Anyway, my bad. Like I was saying, I know sometimes KJ, the star of the show, she watches some of my reviews. Uh, KJ, I feel like really got a bad deal. Um, like here towards the end, because it seemed like everyone was looking at her like KJ got this, she got the man, but I knew she didn't have him. I felt like he was dropping hints, like in the bed when he said, "Well, if she gets the money, that's gonna affect us." I was like, message, KJ, run, girl, run, Andy, because Gary is letting you know right then and there that he ain't about nothing about the coin. See, I think Gary set a lot of this stuff up, honestly, because what Gary thought was, welcome everybody to Patreon. I'm sorry, welcome everybody to YouTube. We are reviewing uh sistas on BET. We waited for this day. First of all, everybody in the chat, was it everything that you wanted it to be? That's what I want to ask everybody. Is it everything that you wanted it to be? Because we've been waiting for a long time for this. And I'm still like with Andy, I feel like there's still unanswered questions that I thought we were gonna have. So I'm really curious to know how you guys feel about that. That we still are stuck at, I don't know. Nur said no. Ooh, I don't know. And did you guys, okay, let me ask you guys a question. Do y'all think the way Zach responded was completely different? Like, what I mean by different was like all of a sudden Zach was like I said before, the part that bothered me when Zach said, "Well, I wouldn't have slept with you if I wasn't high." I was like, "Ooh, why would you say that?" Then you said, "I like you. I gotta move out though." And then I noticed in the next scene, for next time, I see all of a sudden she wants to. Well, now look, let me be careful how I say this. It shows Karen talking to Zach saying, "I think we should work it out." So now you want to work it out with Zach after you dogged him out, after you kicked out the preacher because you know he was a preacher, you were a freak, which is fine. And now that you know he moving out with Danny, you want to work it out. So what is Zach gonna move in with Karen, and Andy is gonna get back at Gary? Cause I'm telling you that get back, that revenge is gonna be real, 100%. It's gonna be real, 100%. Because if you did not watch, but he was high nor drunk, it's two different things. Right? Come on through now. Beauty is your best friend, and welcome to the Community Reviews channel. Beauty is your best friend. Real talk. I agree with that. I really do. To me, just because you high, it's come on now. Do we talk about because if I was high, it wouldn't have happened. And I really was not agreeing. I'm gonna be honest. I really was not agreeing with the way that Danny was acting. But after the responses of how everybody was acting towards Danny, I don't know. I'm about to keep the facade up too and lie and say that me and Zach got our freak on even though we didn't. I don't like how everybody responded. Come to Karen, the one that she close to, her BFF, okay? And just like now, like how everybody coming out with all the tea. Now all of a sudden Andy telling everything. Now all of a sudden Karen's telling everything. I don't like how they portrayed Calvin because he did so much prove he liked to just for his booty play with. But oh, she better than me because he would have. Look, let me tell you something, Desdemona, baby. Let me tell you something. When he took my toy and put it towards his butt, baby, I'm sorry if anyone gets offended. He wouldn't have made it there. I didn't pay money for this toy. It ain't cheap. No, bruh. What you doing? First of all, get up out of me and get up out my crib. If you like that, cool. But I did not get my toy for you. This toy is for me when I don't have it. Just like Karen kept saying over. Sabrina kept saying over and over and over. I don't need that. I got the real thing. I don't need that. I got the real one. I got you. So she said that about twice, repeated for him to hear. So why you still saying, come on? You gotta convince me saying, come on. Because he kept everything they did, he had to convince her. Even when they got through busting one out, he was like, you still ain't convinced? That's too much convincing for me. Thank you for the nut. Goodbye. Thank you for busting the nuts. Have a nice day. It's like, hey, heaven said, never be safe. There's a ram. I'm like, bruh, get up out of here. Look, first of all, this is my toy. Why are we using this? I have the toy from when you're not here. Okay. Now, like I said before earlier, if he would have used a toy on her, hmm then I would be like, okay. Who was he trying? Look, I don't know. Beauty is your best friend. I have no idea. I'm just saying, girl. I'll be like, bye. I was so frustrated for her. I swear. Oh, why? Who's look? I don't look. Hey, Beauty is your best friend. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that he likes both, and I think everybody is right. Maurice Extravaganza is right. I think that Sabrina is right. I think the trainer, forgot his name, at the gym is right. He likes he to me. I feel like he's sexually fluid, and what that means is whoever floats his boat at the time, he likes it. Nothing wrong with that. Do what you do for yourself. But Sabrina wants a man's man. She wants a man got dirty nails and dirty feet and come off work and just put one in you. Pow, pow, pow. I think at this point she'll take a quickie. 2 minutes, brother. I don't think she would care. Long as it was a my brother, I want a dirty nail brother. You know what I'm saying? Mm, I don't know. I think Zach is going to get back with Karen after all of this. I think the preacher is going to fight for her, though. I do think the preacher is going to fight for Karen. It's going to be a triangle between Zach, preacher, and Karen. I think poor little Danny has fallen for Zach. This is my opinion. I might be wrong, but I think that Karen has fallen. Excuse me. I think Danny has fallen for Zach, and I feel like it's her fault to let him stay with her, and she should have got him in the beginning when she had the opportunity. Instead, she pawned him off on her friend. I think that Andi and her and Gary, more tea would come out with that, with the wife and whoever the other women are. For all we know, Gary has a harem, and all the women that he's married to or involved with is tired of his BS, like an R. Kelly thing, and they finna come at him. Sabrina is confused. She's sitting there looking at the signs, talking about, I like him. Have several seats. like, like the episodes on Good Times when Florida was talking to her daughter, Thelma, about that man, the African dude who had two wives, and she said, "I love him. I love him." But when you're trying to be with someone, you need to make that clear. Let her decide. Biddy is your best friend. This is exactly what I said. Give a woman an opportunity to make a decision for herself, what she wants to do. Now, you guys that's in the chat, I've been reviewing Sisters since the beginning of this season. To those who are new, Please check out my other reviews. I appreciate it. But I want to ask you guys a question. Now I put something out. My YouTube channel is not I don't have the numbers to be able to do a poll. But I said that I felt like that this show was like a girlfriend's reboot of 2019. Let me know in the chat what you think. No, it's not perfect. No, it's not, whatever. People have issues with it, and I understand. Any show in the first season has hiccups. You can look at any season, any show you think, oh, I love that show. I watched it as a child. Watch the first season. You're like, what show is this? So I'm fighting for the show. I do think to me it is a reboot. And what I mean by reboot is it's nothing like Girlfriends, but it's a black show of this time period where black women dated. So, like a living single. People didn't like it of the generation living single when it spoke about girlfriends living single. There was a debate about that. So nobody would really ever agree on it. I just want to get your opinion on it. Because those women who would argue and say living single and girlfriends, no. So, it's really hard with black people as far as an opinion. Women, period, really. But an opinion about a TV show that they call their classic. Now, there isn't a show that's out there we can watch where there's like more than one black woman as a star and we're seeing their life daily. And, it's not a baby daddy, just a situation show. This show here is showing women who went to college, who go into the world and have issues like anybody else does, which is why I like it. And of course, I wanted to see it grow, but I was just curious to know about people who are watching in chat. Do y'all feel like this show is a reboot of The Girlfriend from 2020 or 2019/2020? And Desdemona says nope, straight up and down. She straight says nope. But I know that as far as the African American community, we do want the show to grow and be great. And I know that, well, I don't know that, but I'm hoping that that y'all feel the same exact way. But the ending here, the ending with the whole Andi and people questioning, saying, I don't know what's what. Do we think that Gary masterminded this whole thing to manipulate Andi, representing his wife, even though he had other women on the side, just so he can make sure his coin wasn't touched, but still have his side chick? Nori said on me, but still have his side chick. And I don't know, just tell me what y'all think about that. I'm curious to know what y'all think about that. Gary. Gary is like, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna say R. Kelly because R. Kelly is oof. But I guess when I say R. Kelly, I mean a man is manipulating women, but not like to the necessity that R. Kelly is doing, maybe. But I'm getting a lot of no's in the chat. We're gonna dig into this subject a little more deeper. I'm a big Girlfriends fan. I can tell you almost every episode. I'm a big Living Single fan. I can tell you almost every episode. I could probably say some episodes verbatim. Make sure you guys subscribe to my Instagram where I post little tidbits, community reviews. I see how they relate, and I like the show, but it reminds me of a YouTube series, which really is the new genre of shows. Half of them came there anyway. Yes, that's true, Desmond. It's very true. I'm really happy that you guys came to my chat today. Got some good dialogue today. But remember, Nuri says the wife was recommended from her previous client. Hold on. Let's see something. Nuri, do you mind, Nuri? I've never asked you this, but can I make you a moderator in my chat? You know that as far as commission reviews, it's a baby channel, but you have been one of the day ones, obviously, over here, and I wanted to make you a moderator, but I forgot to ask you last time. I don't know what's going on, Nuri. I feel like there is a whole lot behind this series. I'm sorry, this episode, where I feel like that they're not letting us. Tyler Perry is giving us little hints, but we still not catching it. And make sure everyone please hit that like button, please. I didn't want to make you a moderator if you didn't want to be a moderator. That's why I was asking you, Nuri. And I wanted to also show you guys. This is my. Okay. I know I'm from Louisiana, so I put. Okay, you're my Louisiana and my. What's my other one? I made my own emoji with kind of like my symbol here, and oh my goodness, let me see. I put TV. Okay, and this is there we go. This is kind of like my emoji for this channel. Okay, let me get you modded up, Miss Nuri. And it is official. Miss Nuri is now a moderator for Kamisha Reviews. So whenever she's in the chat, she will be in the chat like she is now. If anybody, which I don't have a lot of people in the chat, act crazy, she'll take care of them. If I need anything posted, like my Cash App or anything, or she'll say, hey, hit the like button. Oh wow, I am from Natchitoches, Louisiana, small town by Shreveport and Monroe. Beauty, my best friend. I'm excited that I have a subscriber that is from the boots. Yes. And I do reviews on this channel. I'm doing some more reviews as well coming up soon. And if you follow my Instagram, you can because I can't post like little small clips and stuff on here unless I upload it on my channel. But what I do is I do it on my Instagram so you guys can follow me there. And it's my let me go ahead and just post it real quick in the chat so you guys can see it. Oops, my bad. Um, hang on, y'all. My I think that my Nightbot positive pop. You said beauty your best friend. You know about that place, babe? Okay, copy URL. Okay, this is my Instagram. So if you guys want to follow my IG, that is my Instagram. And actually, KJ, that actually does the show, and a few other stars are on the show, I actually like to tweet, and they will actually tweet some of my reviews out. Like I said, I'm not a big blogger, but it's pretty cool when I see that they do that. So that's my Instagram, y'all. Check that out. And also, you can just type the Commission Reviews on Instagram or Twitter, and all my information comes up. Anyway, I'm just rambling here. I had a great conversation with everybody. This was a great review for Commission Reviews. Let me go ahead and do a quick little, like, hey, oops, let me get off of here. I have too many channels. Oh my goodness. Yes, ma'am, I've heard of it. You've heard of what, baby? You've heard of what? I'm sorry. I am on live. We are covering sistas. Had a great review. People had a great responses. Y'all come check me out on YouTube. It was a great live tonight. Please check me out. I was just let me see. Beauty is your best friend. I missed what you said, hon. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, that's kind of all that I had. It was a great review. Just wanted to talk to you guys real quick about sisters because it did come on tonight, but I will come back on and y'all just follow me and check me out. And I hope y'all enjoyed the review. And thank you for the new people that came into the chat. And thank you everybody who Check me out on Periscope and Twitter. Have a good night.